Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Madcapper. There's another video on Godforge. We are stage 60 now. I'm so far behind. There's someone who's finished it already. I'm at stage 60 and I thought this was a good opportunity to stop and talk about a few little tips and tricks that I've kind of figured out while walking through this. Not so much tips and tricks, but sometimes we don't think of things because it's a little bit different than games we've played in the past. And it has to do with this mode specifically, which probably or possibly won't even be the same mode come actual release. But for those of you who are going to play the alpha and go down the spire, down the Cavern of Chaos, which by the way looks beautiful. I love this style of kind of sort of hand-drawn. It feels, I love it. I don't know, whatever. Okay, first things I want to talk about is there's certain stages that offer you certain things. In fact, every stage offers you something different. And at first light, you may not see it. You may not catch on. These things here, which is the God Steel, they are on the 9s. So 59, 49, 39, 29, 19, and 9. And I believe this is going to be the last one of the rare. I suspect 69 will be the next level, the next color, the epics. The rares, as you can see, there's so weapons use God Steel to level up, and this is the material for that. And the material you get can be one of these three. And each of them is faction specific. So that's something you may not have noticed. If you did, good job. If you didn't, we all do it. So you just have to make sure you're farming the right material. So if you have a weapon that you've picked up on a stage, for example, stage 48, which does have weapons, random hero, random weapon. You can even reward a preview. You can see it's a rank 1, 2, or 3 hero spirit, and rare and epic weapons, and heroes, common, uncommon, and rare. So that's the different drops in this run. If you're farming it, especially to get a couple weapons, maybe you want to try to level up your weapons. It's a good idea at some point. And then you need the God Steel. So if you look here, this God Steel has has 3. Each of them have 3. I had the thing open, and of course, now that I actually hit record, I closed the graphic. The factions are not. There's actually nowhere in the game that the factions are actually printed out, which is kind of hilarious. A little bit of an oversight. I'm sure it'll be in the next version of the game. So the Shinto is actually Izumo. The Virage, and the Tian, I'm going to call that the Whirlpool, the Burning Man, and the Shinto. I'm going to give my own names. By the way, I'm giving them my own names, just in case you were confused. So here you've got the Hell Caesars. You've got the Avalonians. I don't know. What do we give the Holy Cross? Templars. The Mighty Templar. And we've got Dos Equis here. Though it's on sideways. That's obviously Olympian, Avalon, and Asgard. So they're all there. Of course, if we go down to stage 59 where we were, these are the final 3, which is why I believe we're going to be going to epics, because the first groups were 35 drop. Then we're up to 80 drop. So here you can see you've got the Beetlejuice, which is the Aru. You've got the Corn Maze, which is the Omiokan. Omiokan? Yeah, that sounds good. And then you've got the Eye of Sauron, which is the Ekur. So that's the first one. Just so you know, that's for your weapons if you're trying to load them up. Weapons are, I think, always on the 8s. Let me double check that. Random hero, random weapon. You can come here and see. You can get rare and epic weapons, etc., etc. So the 8s have weapons. The 9s have the material. The 6s, the 0s, are usually boss stages. This is the big boss. There's a smaller boss on 50 50 and 40, and then there was a big boss on 30. I actually really like this boss. Looked really cool. I really like this one. So that's where the bosses are. 45 is another important one. This is where you get alchemy stone. That's for awakenings. So there's, so far I've seen 2 materials. I suppose there's a third. Rares, as far as I've gotten, rares have always used the smallest stone, but epics for level 3 and 4 awakening have been using this middle one, which is the polished wisdom, the polished stone. And then of course it's for the different affinities, there being 4. Of course you always get raw external, but you also get the eternal, excuse me, but you're going to get the polished and the wisdom, the raw. And if you go up, let's see, that's 55. Now you've got the green ones, the cunning, and you've got the, I don't know why did they add the random hero here instead? Because we kind of want more of the greens. I got so many cunning champions. They're all cunning linguists. All right, so now say you're stuck on 60. I might be. We'll find out right away here. And you want to farm. So we've talked about some of the stages, but the rest of the stages, hit the reward preview. I never did this before, and I was like, okay, this is an armor stage. It's a random hero, random gear, but it's not completely random gear. The gear is boots of all 3 uncommon, rare, and epic. I haven't seen a 5 yet, I don't think, but I have seen 4. Let's actually find out. So you can get pretty solid gear, actually. There has to be some RNG because you don't get much at this level. At least you don't get much of the big gear. Oh, I do have a 5, so you can get 5. This is a nice crit one. I think I just got that, to be perfectly honest with you, because that would be on someone. Holy Hannah. Let's just enhance that to... Jesus, 1.6 million. Let's just enhance that to 12. 1 point. Who's that rich? All right, so I'm gonna put that on a champion right now to be. Oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose nothing. Crit damage, HP per. Oh my god. Yes, please. So we lost. We get speed. Actually, we get speed too. I like that. Because I think he was a little slow. So they're all really slow right now, but I mean it's all relative, right? So you see the ranking. So again, it's much like Raid. If you played Raid, you've got common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary gear. Have not seen any legendary gear yet, but we can get up to epic to fall. You can get up to rank 5. Probably there's a rank 6 as well. And so the rarity is the number of substats that are already open, which means the total potential stats is greater. You can see this one's actually pretty hype for my... Oh, it won't show up that way? Okay. Because it gives him defense percent, crit damage. This guy's a pretty good nuker. And he nukes based partially off of HP. So this is pretty much the best. I'm crit capped on him with some crit damage. This guy's going to be wrecking lives, I believe, now. And the best part is if I take him up to 16, then I can look at maybe replacing, like I've got crit here. There's a better one to do than crit, and I can go out. This is kind of a meh set, but I had the HP main stat, so we can now farm better gear for him and make him look better. So I'm actually really hyped about that, and we also get the speed. I'm pretty hyped about that. I haven't figured out all the stats that are on all the different ones. I believe main stat percentage, flat stat seems to be on everything. Main stat percentages seem to be on chests. There is init, but there's also crit on helmets. There's initiative, there's accuracy, and then there's flat stat. So I don't know what the answer is. The answer to be usually crit or initiative, maybe. Probably depends on the substats as well. But I haven't seen, I don't believe anything else. Like there's no percentage main stat. So just keep that in mind for the helmets. The pauldrons or shoulder pads are, I've seen main stat. I've also seen crit damage. See, I don't know if I have. Oh, he's wearing crit damage. And of course, flat stat. So it looks like main stat and crit damage is available on the pauldrons. We already talked about chest, crit, rate, accuracy, crit damage, are all available here. Maybe, like, eventually, obviously, crit damage, if it goes by the way most of these, crit damage is going to be the glove of choice at some point down the road. If I can ever get my crit to 100%, then or close to it, then I can switch over to crit damage and just be an absolute wrecker of souls, which would be amazing. As well as, of course, flat stat, main stat. So the main thing I've seen is accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. I don't think seen anything else other than, of course, flat stat, main stat. So keep that in mind. Leggings, main stat is all I've seen thus far. And, of course, flat stat. But all main stat stuff. I haven't seen any of the rest. It's either been HP, attack, defense, or the percentage of. I haven't seen anything else. Maybe resistance is in there and I just haven't seen it, or I sold them. But then we've got boots, speed. Obviously speed. Initiative is there as well. And flat stat. I don't believe I've seen anything else. Oh, there are percentages. Never mind. I take that back. And percentages on the boots. So I knew that anyway. He used to be in percentage boots. Alright, so that's just kind of what you're looking for. So what you're going to want to do when you get stuck is you're going to want to go to the different levels and say, hey, let me do 10 runs, 20 runs, 100 runs, 1,000, 1,000,000 runs on boots. And then I'm going to go to stage 56 and we're going to take a look and, oh, there's legs. And then we're going to go to 55. We know what 55 is. We're going to 54. And we're going to say, okay, there's the gauntlets. And then stage 53, we're going to go, there's the pauldrons, okay? So each one of these is a different, there's your chest. So each one of those is different outside of those special ones. So that's how you're going to build out your champions and get them going. One thing I've noticed, and I haven't confirmed exactly how it works, but this is what I just kind of finally clued in. When you're leveling up champions, if you use a rare champion, like say you have extras, which happens. I'll see if I can actually do it here. I'll see if I actually have a champion I can level up. So I'm gonna upgrade her to 2, say. So I level her to 2. We're gonna autofill. That's fine. Okay. Easy enough. Now I want to level her up to 3. You can do this all at once. Everything's fine so far. Now I need 3-star to get to 4. Oh, I don't have enough. But you may notice I can choose 1-star rare. A rare 1-star is equal to 3 stars, is what I've been able to figure out, and an uncommon is equal to 2 stars. So you can substitute that. I've noticed. Now this isn't, I haven't confirmed this, but this is what it seems to be to me. And you can see I've actually leveled up a lot of my different champions here. I'm working hard to try to get a 6-star. I've got a couple 5 stars. I want to get a 6-star and I want to get a couple more 5 stars so I can really push the envelope. But just so if you're trying to be efficient, you really and once you get, see, I've gotten all these ones up to 5. So now I've kept an imprint of them for weapons. Now it's time to use those for food. He is definitely not food. That's my only one. But for example, she's food. So she can act as a 3-star piece. It lets you put it in there. For example, I can go here and I can do that. Select and see, even though it's a 1-star champion, it's a 1-star rare, which means it's a 3-star. So that's a good idea for leveling up. What else do I have for you? Just work hard and play safe, my friends. Let's give this stage 60 a go. Whilst you're here with me, and then we'll call it a day on this video. So we're going to be serious. We've got our legendary champion here, right? Anubis. We obviously have 0 extra. We haven't gotten to a place where we get any of the tomes. He has an epic level 10 piece, and that is Leonidas. I don't know why I did that. I did that early. It's okay. It's just testing. You can see the gear. We've kind of already looked at it. You see his stats here. He's crit capped, which is beautiful. And unfortunately, his passive is locked. He's got defense in all battles, which is really nice. The other really nice one here is you can have a 14% speed in all battles. For the boss battle, I think I want to have that extra defense. So the next one we have is, I wish I could long press there, is Dagonet. He's an Avalonian. He's a disruptor. The main thing with him is that he's got a vanish and a defense down. So he's got put a defense down. He is fully skilled up, so this would be a 100% chance, I believe. It's weird that does it show that he actually no, it doesn't. Okay, so that's our debuffer. That's really good to have for those big hits. And then the next one we'll bring in, of course, is she's got a little bit of heals and cleanse, so we want to bring in Isolde. She's got removes a random debuff from all allies, increases the turn meter by 15, further 5% if the debuff is removed. If Tristan is on the enemy team, then he can charm Tristan, which is always nice. She's also got defense up on all allies for 1 turn and increases the turn meter, and and then she's got a mend, so kind of a heal over time. So that is Isolde. We're gonna bring her in. We're definitely going to bring in one of my favorite champions. I love calling her Valkyrie, but it's Hippolyta. And she's a defense-based champion. She's got the shields. So on max, she attacks with a random ally. It doesn't show it here, which is unfortunate, but because I have her at level 5, her level 5 ability allows me to... Actually, she doesn't show it here. That's unfortunate. That's probably something they should want to do, by the way. My God, I'm sorry, Fateless group. You should be able to see those ultimates. Because she's level 5, any Avalonians will also join her. Or sorry, any Olympians will also join her in this attack. So that's a nice add. I've also got something here. I can't remember what it is. But here's the shields on all allies, plus the speed up on all allies from Olympus. And then here she's got increases the hero's defense by 2 every time she uses her A1. I don't have her skill ups yet. Why don't I have her skill? Oh, I don't have her because I need more. Yeah, okay. We need more cunning, but for her passive. So that is Hippolyta. We're gonna bring in our big hitter, Lady Jacques. Although she's not really our big hitter, we may have to replace her with someone more defensive. We're gonna try it with her first, and then we're gonna see what happens. Okay, let's battle. Let's go. It's a boss. Fight me, boss. Oh man, you got to give us a little bit of time on that, Simon. All right, so we've put the defense down. We're gonna do the big AOE. That hit them pretty hard. Oh, you got to revive, you filthy little son of a gun. Ow. Stop it. I'm going to save her ultimate. We're going to give some shields here to protect. He, of course, has the counterattack Green Knight. I also have the Green Knight. Let's get rid of her. Good boy. Good boys. Round 2. Leonidas there. Give him a little hit. Oh. Let's give ourselves some defense up. She's also going to do that. Oh, I hate the poisons. I truly hate the poisons. I should have used her ult. That was dumb. That was a stupid move. We got Despair on everyone else. We're not going to use her ultimate. I will use hers if it gets back to it. Well, the Despair worked too. Wow. What is going on? What ability is this? Let's get out of here. That was weird. It did no damage, but it did damage. I'm not quite sure what that was. Didn't like it. Wasn't a fan. All right, that's pretty cool, but I'm scared. Okay. We'll do a nice little ally attack. Can't wait till we can get some debuffs on this dude. We did get a bleed. That's nice. That's percentage damage. Ow. Whoa! Settle down there. Gotta be nice to get that higher than a... She's hitting for nothing. Did I take her gear? I think I need to recheck here. Those shields are going to come in handy. Oh, here comes the... I'm going to save it for one more turn. That may sound stupid, but there's a method to my madness. Okay, shields worked really nicely. Now we're going to get the... What do we do here? Oh my god. Okay, we'll do this. That'll hit him a bit, but then... Whoa. No! Resisted, you filthy! I saved it for that. Get an ally attack. I don't know why she's hitting like she's slap tickling. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I can't believe I didn't get the defense. Oh no! My god. I'm gonna have to probably go back to the drawing board. Again, she's a nuker, but she's a glass cannon, so if I can't keep her alive, and that's like no damage at all, so I'm gonna have to check what I did to her. Like he's hitting for 12k, she's hitting for... She's slap tickling. All right, we're gonna give this another go. But there's the video. I'm fairly confident about this level. Bringing in someone with a little more gumption or checking out her gear or whatever I did. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.